Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you cannot tell from the title, again, we are in our makeup series, and today we will be talking about brows. It's going to be all about brows. I'm going to show you the products that I'm using as well as how I complete them. Remember, brows should be sisters and not twins, but I'll be honest, I don't even know if mine are related. All right, y'all, so first things first, I do want to get into the products that I'll be using, and then I'll zoom y'all in when we actually start, the tutorial. So the first thing that I like to go in with is a brow gel. So this is a brow gel that I use, and this is a 24-hour brow setter, and this is by Benefit as well, and it's just a clear gel. And so you don't have to use a brow gel, but I like it because it holds my brows down. I know what's been trending lately is like putting soap in your brows to kind of keep them in place, but if you have the Milk Hydro Grip Primer and you just need something to just lightly set them, you can use this. And then also I've seen people use gel on their brows. I wouldn't recommend that, but hey, do what works for you. Be resourceful, go for it. So next, what I typically go in with, it's an eyebrow pencil, and this one is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And of course, you don't have to purchase anything that's considered high-end. I have used brow pencils that I picked up from Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, as well as Walmart, and so y'all know drugstore products work just as well, if not better, than high-end products. But this is what's in my kit right now, and so this is what I'm going for. This one in particular, I like this one because it's a thin pencil, and so it allows you to be a little bit more precise when you're filling in your brows, so you can kind of take it step by step instead of as soon as you go in it's super bold and you feel like you have to start over. And then last but not least, I do like to go in with this brow pen, and this is by Anastasia Beverly Hills as well. And no, you don't have to use this, but I just like to use this to kind of put in hair-like strokes or to just bolden my brows and darken them up just a little bit. I'm finding that I'm gravitating towards brows that are just a little more bold, that show up a little more. I know y'all have seen those those makeup tutorials where the brows look so light that you almost feel like the person's face is lost in the process, and so that's definitely why I like to use this. And I also like to use this as an eyeliner. So like I said, use your products how you want. They're not all meant for one thing. All right, so now that I have y'all zoomed in, I am gonna go ahead and apply some brow gel. And so this is what it looks like, and it's just clear. Brush this up. It has little teeth similar to a comb, so I'm just gonna brush the hairs up, and then at the end I'm just gonna round it out. And then what I like to do while it's still a little wet is just go in and kind of press the brows down so the gel kind of goes ahead and sticks and adheres to the face and the skin, and so they don't move when I go in with my brow pencil. Okay, so after I apply my brow gel, what I'd like to do is go in with my concealer. This is by Juvia's Place, and this is in the shade 9. So I like to outline my brows first and then fill them in, but also I do that because this concealer performs so well after it's been sitting for just a little bit. And then the closer you can get to the brow in the shape that you want, or where you're going to be filling it in, the better. So while that's sitting, I'm going to go in with my brow pencil. And if you've never seen this pencil before, this is kind of what it looks like. So it's dual-ended. So it has a spoolie at the end, which I really don't use, I'll be honest. And then it just has like a nice, fine pencil. Can y'all see that? Hold on. There we go. And so I'm using the shade dark brown. So I'm just gonna get my little compact mirror, which is right here, and then I'm just gonna fill them in. So first I like to come in at an angle because I do have that concealer, and I just like to start lightly outlining the brow, following its natural shape. And then I like to fill in at the end. And so try to make them even. My brows naturally aren't even, so I try to make sure to do as best as I can that day. Because each day is a new day, literally. So as you can see, I'm just filling them in. And then I like to go on top and shape them out just a little bit. So here is where I'm making like hair-like strokes upwards. And then fill in. And don't fill in too heavy in the front. But you can always go back in with a spoolie and kind of distribute that color. Okay. They say that brows are sisters, but sometimes I'm not even sure if they're related because my brows are always so different, and that's okay. You'll continue to practice and you'll figure it out one day. So next I'm gonna go in with an angled brush, and so the previous video you saw I put up 2 options, and so this is a tiny one that I'm using right now. And so what I'm gonna do first is just kind of drag any excess product down because I don't want too much on my brush when I go in to line up under my brow. And as you can see, the concealer is kind of nice and, you know, thick right now, which is good. So, and what I noticed is that I don't want to take it in too far, because for me it just became a little harder to blend that out. So I like to start right at the front of the brow and use a steady hand. So they're not bad, they're not the same shape, but that's okay. So I'm gonna go in with this little sponge and I'm just gonna blend this out just a little bit so I can kind of understand what I'm working with a little bit better. Already, so not looking bad at all. So now I'm just gonna go in with this brow pen from Anastasia, and as you can see it's nice and fine. And so I'm just gonna stroke upwards and kind of create hair strokes. Be careful, this is pretty bold, and so your brows could get bold really quickly. And then in the front, just make some strokes. And then if they're too bold, again, you can just use your spoolie. So as you can see, it's just a little bit darker. This brow is always higher. We'll try to fix it. And then over here too, my front is way more sparse on this side. So now that the brows are done, you can just take any spoolie or this one and just brush up just a little. And the gel doesn't make the hair stiff, it just kind of gives them shape, but you can still kind of move them around and maneuver them, and so they look kind of fluffy. This isn't like a fluffy brow tutorial, but they look real and it looks like hair. Alrighty, so now that I'm good with that, what I'm gonna do is take my foundation, and this is my favorite foundation, by the way. It's almost finished, but I have a few more bottles because I caught it on sale at Target. But this is the Born to Glow foundation in the shade Sienna. So I'm just gonna shake it up a little bit. And I'm gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand. So I just put a little bit right there, and we're gonna outline the top of our brows. When I was still new to makeup, I don't know why I would avoid outlining my brows, and I would avoid applying foundation near my brows, and so it would just be like no makeup in that area, but outlining them. Then I just like to add this in the middle, just because for whatever reason I used to miss product in that area too. So you can use this to kind of outline the brows in the middle. Just blend. And for the most part, that's it. If this is still a little too bold for you, of course, just go in with your spoolie. And they'll lighten up. And for the most part, our brows are done. So of course, they're not sisters. Well, actually, they should be sisters. They're just not twins. But like I said, I'm not sure mine are related. But yeah, that's how you do brows. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.